And a very good evening to all my viewers. It's Tuesday, October 10th, 2023. It is 10:04 p.m. Eastern Canadian Time. And this will be a night ride from Brossard Station here in the South Shore of Montreal to Central Station. So enjoy the ride. As I mentioned in a previous video, this is the clearest I've ever seen these windows. There's hardly any insects on them, so that should help with a much more enjoyable view. So as soon as the green light goes on over here, I'll resume filming. Alright, so here we are, ready to depart. Enjoy the ride. Remember, if you have any comments,
bienvenue à bord du REM. Direction Gare Centrale.
And if you have any comments, leave them in the comment section.
Prochaine station du quartier.
And the ride I did on the REM a couple of nights ago was very rainy. What a difference a couple of days makes. Beautiful night for a REM ride. This is a nice place to see some sparks on the pentagraph above us. You know, what would be really cool is to see a 3D, kind of like a topographical map of the REM, where it goes higher, lower, curves. Kind of like a three-dimensional representation of the line. So here's one of my favorite stations because of that hallway. I've never taken the one on the left. I've taken the one on the right.
Station du quartier.
Du quartier, right here. And you can hear the dynamic braking.
Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté gauche.
And if you're not familiar, they're basically saying the doors are on the left. So keep an eye, you'll see that this light will turn red now. And right before we're about to depart, it'll turn green, which I assume is for when the trains are in manual mode, or as sort of a backup. So the doors close, green light comes on, and here we go.
Prochaine station Panama. Panama Station.
Ventilation just kicked in, it sounds like, or at least momentarily. Some kind of pullover on the highway or stalled vehicle or something. Milan overpass directly above us coming up, which when they were testing the REMs, this was a really cool place to watch the REM tests happen. Right here at Milan, the Milan overpass.
Station Panama. Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté gauche.
Alright, so we should see the beautiful Montreal skyline in the next section of our journey as we cross the Samuel-de-Champlain bridge. I can't emphasize how clear the windows are tonight. This is probably the clearest I've ever seen them. And the reason is simple, it's colder out, so there's less insects for the REM to impact. There's still a couple, but I think winter, probably winter is going to be the best time for REM rides on a beautiful, clear, blue, crisp, cold winter day. And wow, I cannot wait to film during the snowstorms. Those are going to be awesome. Looks like the lights are out here in this section of track. Interesting. But we have Samuel-de-Champlain bridge illuminated. That's what matters right now. And now it's going to be really beautiful. up is Isle de Sur, which is Nuns Island Station. And then after that, you're going to see the approach to the downtown Montreal skyline. And then we're literally going into the skyline. If you think about it, at Central Station.
Station Île des Sœurs.
And this station is special to me because this is where I first boarded the REM ever.
Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté droit.
And I have that video in my live stream playlist. It was the Sunday of the open house.
Prochaine station, Gare Centrale.
I have yet to see any
Correspondance avec la ligne orange du métro.
I've yet to see any 2-car REM trains in service. It's all been 4-car REM trains, interestingly enough. Now, they said originally they were going to put off peak hour, so non-rush hour, they were going to put 2 REM trains in service during off-peak hours. But it's always been 4 wagons. I haven't seen a 2-wagon REM set yet. As we get closer and closer to the Montreal skyline. And this is a nice part of the REM ride because there's so many curves here and little hills. And you get a pretty cool view of the Via Rail Maintenance Center and the EXO yards. And on a personal note, I have to check the EXO yard because on the way here, I didn't see the MR90 trains, the 2 MR90 trains that are destined to the Expo Rail Train Museum left there anymore. So the 2 MR90 trains that are supposed to go to the Expo Rail Museum are not at the yard anymore. Unless I missed them. This is going to be important because I'm going to see if they're actually there or not. And if they're not there, then hopefully that means they're on the way to Expo Rail. And of course the MR90 trains were the ones that ran on the Deux-Montagnes line, which is also being converted to REM tracks that we're on now. That should open up this time next year or a little bit later. So we'll see if we can see the 2 MR90 trains. It'll be on the left. Enjoy that sound while it's around because, well, they're going to be grinding the tracks down and putting noise dampeners in the coming week or so. or starting to. So it's going to be less noisy. You won't get that roller coaster, steel roller coaster sound. The MR90s are no longer there. And we got some more CRRC trains that have arrived. Comet trains are still there. Some multi-levels. Now here's where it gets noisy again, and this is where the work's going to be done to put noise dampeners and grind down the tracks, smooth the tracks down a bit more. So this could be one of the last times we hear this noise right here. Final approach is coming up after this curve, and you'll see what I mean by it looks like you're going right into the downtown core as we enter the final approach and right into Central Station. Probably one of the most beautiful parts of the REM ride right here. And if you haven't rode the REM at night, well, do it. Now's the time. See if we switch tracks here. Nope, we're staying on this one. Alright, so as always, thank you all for watching, everybody. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and as I always say, you know it, more content to come. Have a good day, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Station, Gare Centrale. Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté gauche. Terminus. Merci d'avoir voyagé à bord du REM aujourd'hui. N'oubliez pas vos effets personnels.